Maurice Acker. Maurice, great to have you on.
Thanks for having me.
Now, you were the Mid-American Conference Freshman of the Year at Ball State a few years ago, but yet you chose to transfer to Marquette. What brought you here?
I would have to say it was a conference, the Big East Conference that drew my attention to come here or whatever. That's one of the biggest conferences in the nation, and probably second, was the players. I knew a couple of players from high school ball and everything like that. And third, I would have to say Coach Crean. He was real good with them recruiting me or whatever, things like that. So
I'd like to touch on a few things you mentioned there. A few people around campus do know that you did play with Jarrell back in high school. How has he really changed from his high school days to now playing in college? Is he any different in his style of play, or?
Yeah, I would say so. Jarrell has become more of a complete player since he's been to college. In high school, he was more of a one-dimensional player. He drove right all the time, and he took that as an advantage. He was a lot more athletic in high school, but I think since he became in college, he became like a more versatile player and a more complete player. He worked on his shot and different moves and stuff like that.
He's working on that left hand so he can go to the left now?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing because we're going to need him. A couple other things you said, Coach Crean brought you here to Marquette, but, Tom Crean is gone now. Buzz Williams is here now. You had a year with Buzz as an assistant coach, but now he's a head coach. How has that transition been?
It's been a crazy experience, because Buzz last year was more of a laid-back coach, but if he gets real mad, he's going to get on you or whatever. But this year, since he's the head coach, he has a different position, so we have to, we view him a little different. He has a little bit more, seniority or whatever. So it's just a different experience. But I think he's the same type of guy. He jokes with us on the court and off the court.
Well, that's good that he's joking with you. Yeah. Is it still a real close family atmosphere? Dominique James last year said that, this basketball team is a family, and that you guys, one person leaving is not going to disrupt the family. Is it still like that?
Yeah, it's still like that. I would say so.
Well, a couple years ago, I saw you warming up against the Madison Badgers, and you didn't play that year, but you still came out before the team, and the way you warmed up, you were just arcing threes all across. You did not miss one. And then your first basket as Marquette Golden Eagle last year was a three-point against IUPUI. Would you say that the three is your biggest weapon?
No, I wouldn't say that's my biggest weapon. That was just like mainly my role last year, to be able to knock down that open three, when needed or whatever. But I would say my biggest role is just getting everybody else involved on the team offensively.
It's more of just that feeder and assist.
Yeah.
Look for the open man.
Yeah, look for the open man type. Yep.
Well, there was an article on crackedsidewalks.com, and that's a major Marquette basketball blog that's on the internet, and it's talked about Coach Buzz really bringing up the intenseness of the play, the speed of the game. Have you seen that in practice? And if you guys are doing that, will that mean that you will, have a press defense more throughout the season?
I couldn't really necessarily answer that question about the press defense because we haven't practiced yet, so I wouldn't know. But the practices that we done had up to this point, we have been doing a lot more of up-tempo, drills or whatever, like four-man fast break and different drills like that. But as far as the defense, no, I couldn't.
This is more end-to-end action this year?
Yes.
Well, it's going to be exciting basketball for sure.
Yeah.
I mean no disrespect by this question, Maurice, but you are one of the shorter players in this conference. Now, how does that affect the way that you're going to play basketball? I mean, obviously, you're not going to be slamming any dunks on Roy Hibbert, but if you do, I will be the first one to jump up and scream.
I mean, it's nothing new to me. I've been like the shortest guy playing on the court every time I step on the court, basically. I mean, it's been a couple times when I ran into, players that were shorter than me, but for the most part, it's been the same. I just use my advantages, use my speed, my quickness, and just use that to advantage so I can maneuver around taller defenders and things like that.
Well, it's great to have you here, and based on the talent that's returning from last season and the players that you brought in, the recruits that come in this year, what can Marquette Golden Eagle fans expect out of this men's basketball team this year?
I mean, hopefully, I'm guessing, we go real far this year, farther than we did last year because we have that that team chemistry this year. You know, we've been together for a couple of years, and we got the new incoming guys. You know, and they've been working real hard. So hopefully this year, we go farther than last year.
I'm going to play a little word association game with you now. I'm going to say the name of one player, and you just tell me the first thing that pops into your mind.
All right.
We're going to go Dominique James.
Fast.
Just fast? Is he faster than you?
Um.
A little inter-team rivalry here?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Like, yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
He's faster than you?
Yeah, without the ball.
Without the ball?
Yeah.
With the ball? Do you have him beat?
Yeah, I think I got to beat with the ball.
Okay. Well, if he comes on here, we'll have to ask him the same question.
All right.
Lazar Hayward.
Versatile.
Versatile?
Yep.
Is he someone that you can really put in, the 2, 3, or 4 spot in the game?
Yeah, because he can shoot it and he can post up smaller defenders.
What about Dwight Burke?
Dwight Burke, strong.
Very strong?
Yep.
Is there one thing that really defines him? Is it just his attitude in the weight room? Is that something that or is it like a different type of strong? Is he just mentally all there?
I would say it's body wise.
Body wise?
Yeah, Ty's our strength and conditioning coach did a good job with him these past 2 years with working on his body or whatever. But yeah.
And finally, Buzz Williams.
Competitive, very competitive.
Competitive?
Yep.
Is his competitive nature really rubbing off on all the players?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yep. Well, the one big date before the season is Marquette Madness. Just real quickly, how pumped are you? Because MUTV will be broadcasting that live over the internet, so we're excited. What about you guys on the team?
We're very excited. That's one thing we look forward to every year is the Marquette Madness, and that's just get us ready for the season. So everybody pumped up for that.
Well, Maurice, best of luck to you this season. Hopefully we'll all be dancing when it comes to March. And for Maurice Acker, I'm Ritchie Donnelly. This has been another situation of MUTV Sit Down with the Marquette Athlete.